So I would love to know how seismic zones in India fall into the same topic with respect to withstanding earthquakes, and how ductility brings everything into the building of buildings.
India is vulnerable to earthquake in more than 50% area. India was divided into 4 zones, Zone 2 to Zone 5, in our last IS 1893 Part 1, 2016. But it is under revision and it may go up to next level, that is Zone 2 to Zone 6. So in this, as the zones are higher, the susceptibility of earthquake and its damage, its effect will be more. Therefore, India in the total northeastern area or part of Jammu Kashmir and the northern area, they are susceptible to more earthquake.
Then why do you think building ductility is required to counter the earthquake's loads?
This is also a very good question, because you see, earthquake is a very low probable event, but it has a very high consequence.
Okay.
So therefore, we do not go to earthquake-proof building. We go for earthquake-resistant building, and for that there is 2 basic safety objectives. That one, which the earthquake which is quite frequent, we go for earthquake-proof. We design for that load. But if a very severe earthquake comes, our intention is the total structure should not collapse.
Okay.
But there may be some structural cracks, there may be some damages, but the structure should not collapse. That is called collapse prevention performance level. And ductility is the main property by which a structure is not collapsing, but there will be damage in case of a severe earthquake. So therefore, ductility of the material like steel and the ductility of the structure, actually, it is very important to address the earthquake vulnerability.
So I just wanted to mention the TISCON 550 SD bar has a minimum total elongation of 16%, which is higher than the minimum specified value of 14.5% specified in the IS 13920. Hence, it has the ability to stretch more before fracturing at room temperature, adding ductility to the building. And with respect to talking about ductility, I wanted to talk to you about the role of steel parameters like the UTSYS, elongation, and ductility, of course, while talking about the BIS 13920 standard.
Actually, these permissible values are given in code IS 1786.
Okay.
And IS 13920 is for ductile detailing.
Okay.
I have mentioned 2 things. One is the ductility of the material. Another is important is the ductility of the total structure. So if the ductile steel which you are referring, that 550D, D stands for ductility. So 550 is the yield strength and D is the ductility. Now 14.5% is prescribed is the minimum elongation. So as the elongation is more, you will get more warning, more strain during an earthquake. So therefore, more elongation means more ductile. Second point you have mentioned, that ultimate strength to yield strength ratio, that will give a better area under the stress strain curve. That means more toughness. So during an earthquake, a structure can absorb more energy to make it safe.
So sir, as you know, the TISCON 550 SD guarantees a minimum UTS-YS ratio of 1.15. What does it mean?
That means there will be a safety margin,
okay,
15% more than the yield strength. So if I draw, I can draw. I do not know whether your camera will like.
It will for sure, sir. You can draw.
Okay. If you see this type of nature, this type of nature. Now, if yours this is 14.5%. So you are telling that it is 1.5%, 15% more.
Yes, sir.
Now, as it goes more higher and it is more ductile,
okay,
then 14.5%. The area under the curve is more than the area required. So there will be more toughness.
Okay.
Toughness means it is able to absorb more energy.
Okay.
So as the ultimate strength to yield strength ratio is more, and as the elongation is more, during a severe earthquake, it is more safer.
Thank you, Professor, for joining us for this episode and explaining us about the seismic zones in India, about the IS 13920 standard, and about how the Tata TISCON 550 SD is one of the better choices to go for when constructing a Pakka house. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.